Okay, here we are on the eve of New Year's Eve, and I've been on here several times today now. It's been fun. It's been a busy day. I'm home now. I'm showered. Yay, clean hair, dry contacts. I'm ready to get myself and these kids and these puppies to bed. But first, I want to hop on here and say, Happy New Year! A little ahead of time, and I just want to put out there that 2021 will not be perfect. It won't. So there's relief in just realizing that right off the bat before we step right into it Saturday morning. Excuse me, my contacts are dry. So 2021 will not be perfect, but it will be bright. And for some of us, we've already had our last day one. And for others of us, we will have several more day ones this year. But again, each day one will not be back to square one because you will have learned lessons and had experiences, and you will have learned much more about yourself and how much you buy into whether or not you in particular are addicted. And I think that is just a fantastic thing to discern on this, because if you're not addicted, hallelujah, I hope you don't become addicted. But if you are, then just like with anything else that comes my way, I like to tackle it and manage it, and this is an excellent way to do that, bright line eating. So again, for those of us that know we need to abstain instead of restrain, because how many diets have we tried where we aim to have just a little bit, eat sugar and flour in moderation, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It might get 10 or 15 pounds off, but that creeps right back on, and there's never the freedom that we're after. So anyways, my name is Emily. I am a faithful follower of Christ, and I am addicted to sugar, flour, and binging. And I am 14 months into bright line eating and down 95 pounds. But while I've lost quite a bit of weight, I've gained so much knowledge and understanding about what's going on with this body of mine. So anyways, I just want to encourage you that 2021 is not going to be perfect. So that's not the goal. That shouldn't be the goal. When I taught special education, 100% was never the goal. And that's what that job was all about, was goals and benchmarks and objectives and reaching goals and gathering data, lots and lots of science involved. But while it will not be perfect, it will be bright. And Michelle Duggar, the mom of 21 kids, I believe, 19 kids and counting, that show, remember that show? I used to live 10 miles from her. I actually met her one day. She has a quote, "Practice makes progress." So practice won't make perfect. Our journey won't be perfect. But by the grace of God, we can get sober and we can abstain and we can have our final day one. That is possible. And what happens is we'll still trip and fall, but the trip and fall won't be a total crash, and it won't involve broken bones. It'll involve more like skinned knees or bruised elbows, or just much as we get stronger, the tripping and falling will become less and less and less. And when we do, we will have such strong programs in place that we can get back on our path quicker. And anyways, this past year, I did not have a perfect year. I had several day ones. And one thing I did was on my calendar, I just colored it in. Every day I put an X on my calendar. There's my calendar with little X's on it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There you go. But on the days that I fell off the wagon, I just colored it in black. And I noticed one month I colored in the 14th and the 16th. And I noticed the next month I colored in like the 14th and the 15th. And then I realized, oh, this is my hell week where it's just some major PMS going on. So again, there's no shame in doing that. It's just data. We're gathering data. So I tell people there's not good days and bad days. There's good days and data days. There's days where you just gather data. And again, every one of my day ones were not back to square one because I was further along, and I have things in place now, especially Diana, that I email with in the evenings. And she and I go back and forth. She is the one that sent me the document that I am putting below, and I created a link to it. If this is your document, she got this off Facebook. If this is your document and you don't want me sharing this, my apologies. I'll take it off of here. She got it from someone that got it from someone that got it from someone, I'm sure. And here it is. I am sharing it with you all below. Feel free to join Diana and I in printing this out, and then get you a little cup of highlighters so that it's bright, bright, bright. And bubble in, color in each one of these little circles. And let's aim for a super bright year. But I promise you, even if it's speckled with black dots throughout, it'll be overwhelmingly bright. And I tell people our bad days now are 10 times better than our good days used to be. So we probably only even recognize or are pained by, days that aren't completely bright, only because we've come so far. So it's like we've resensitized ourselves to eating this much better way. So again, no shame, no guilt, no worry. I live strictly by those three. No shame, no guilt, no worry. Shame is from the enemy. Guilt is self-serving. And worry, Jesus tells us very specifically and very clearly, do not worry. So let me encourage you to head into 2021 knowing it's going to be bright and knowing it's going to be imperfect. But just know we're going to head into it together. And if you want to print this off, and shoot for the moon, and we're all going to land among the stars. I promise you that. But let's shoot for the moon and keep it bright, keep it positive, and we'll keep journeying together. So I love you guys. Happy New Year. 2021, here we come. Bye.